Now we are at the coffee shop.
Oh, he's already coming up the street.
Oh.
So we can see him later.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but to be honest, they don't come often. They come every
Does
4
he walk
months.
by alone or bodyguards?
No, you saw all of the cops, all of the bodyguards, all of the people from the environment. He's not gonna come by himself. He can't come by himself because in here we have no issues. We are protecting each other, we are protecting the neighborhood, and even as tourists, there is tourists bringing bodyguards, and we always tell them you don't have to. You don't have to bring it, even bodyguards with guns. It's not necessary inside of Medellín. Comuna 13 at least. But of course, I'm not gonna show my guys.
How did you guys make sure that happens? Like you protect the tourists, like how do you do that?
We take care of each other as much as we can, making sure we don't take advantage of you and nobody's taking advantage of you and us. We don't have kidnappers, we don't have rapists, we don't have thieves, we don't have pickpockets, we don't have people trying to see what you have, like looking over you. No, nothing like that. We have local people. And the same houses are turned into a store. So this is where we live and this is where we work. We don't want to live in a bad neighborhood. That's why we take care of each other. You are going to see that, as I told you, maybe we see cops today because he is here. But if he's not here, we wouldn't be having cops. And even without cops, it's going to be safe. I can tell you, maybe we cannot control of the people thinking. And in crowded days like December, maybe people from the city is coming here to try to pickpocket. If they get caught, they get beaten up by the neighborhood. And then the gangs are coming to beat them up again. So it's our justice, but it's our neighborhood. If we are not taking advantage of you, nobody should be taking advantage.
That sounds like Nigeria to me. That's how they do it.
Don't mess with our
We are going to try the coffee today. All of us.
You don't drink coffee?
How did you go through med school without any coffee?
Yeah.
Sure will. That's a good question, actually.
Well, you don't have to like it, but you can try.
That's fair.
Okay, so we are 8, 9 with me. Okay. So, first fact, this is not instant coffee. We cannot just put it in a cup and hot water. We can try to do that. Somos 9. We can try to do that, but we have to leave the last part of the coffee because we cannot chew it. And the last part is the most flavored one. That's why we have to be using.
So we're going to see them brew the coffee.
Today we're using the French press. That a lot of French told me it's Italian. And we made the research and it says that it was coming from Belgium. Let's call it European. Today we're using the European press because it has direct contact, the coffee and the hot water. So she put the coffee on the bottom. But you guys are about to see she's gonna pour or drip the water on circles. Because in that way we don't stir the coffee. The coffee gets wet, oxygenated, and well distributed. The water cannot be boiling. 80 to 90 degrees, about to boil. And she's going to be leaving that coffee between 3 to 5 minutes. We will let it boil, and we leave the coffee more than the expected time. The coffee is going to get to get extracted, so it's going to be way bitter than usual, like really strong on taste. I don't know if you guys know, but Colombia today is one of the biggest exporters of coffee. We are the 3rd place on the list, and it's a big ass competition. You know what is the first country?
Isn't it in Africa?
Kenya?
Is one of our neighbors
Oh,
in Latin
Brazil.
America, Brazil. We
Yeah.
are always competing with Brazil, and it's not the best one. Second country is in Asia. Kenya and Ethiopia are getting behind. Right now, Vietnam is the second exporter of coffee.
Yeah.
That's why I thought,
But it's
yeah.
mostly Robusta. So for example, Brazil is having Robusta and Arabica. So it is not the worst and the most bitter coffee, but it's a mixed coffee, a whole amount. Biggest amount and maybe not that much about quality. Vietnam is also having a big exportation of coffee, but only Robusta. So it's always bitter on taste and a little bit cheaper, way more economic. Third one. Colombia, I just told you. It was a trick question and we really need that coffee. Guys, we have one of the sweetest coffee because it is plain Arabica and we don't do any other bean, just Arabica. But the coffee that we export out of Colombia is not the most flavorful because coffee don't have a flavor. Coffee have notas, notes. that are given to the same coffee depending on the ground they are growing in. Nutrients, minerals provided to the coffee depending on the place, the ground that they are growing. That's why the coffee that we export out of Colombia, as it is collected from different locations, different regions, it is mixed notes and no one can take it. It's just coffee aroma. But it's not that much in this one. This one is called Café del Filo. It means coffee from the top of the highland. And it comes from a little town that is located up in a hill for about 2 hours from Medellín, Andes, a town part of Antioquia.
So we don't get this at 7-Eleven then?
No.
Okay.
No, and it is because actually that's the connection of this place. They are getting the coffee directly from the Andes. So they are not taking that coffee from Andes to the city, to this house. And in here, in the third floor, they're making their own filling, roasting, and grinding. So there is no way you can have this coffee out of this place. The only way to take it out of Colombia is you to try, you to take a little bit.
So the Andes range comes all the way down to Colombia?
Not the main Andes that are going
Okay.
from Venezuela, Ecuador,
Chile.
Peru, Chile, and Colombia. Not
Okay.
that Andes.
Oh.
That's the main Cordillera de
Okay.
los Andes. That is a
Okay.
big ass mountain.
Oh, that's what I was
A
thinking
group of
too.
mountains, a pack
Yeah.
of mountains. We have Andes as La Cordillera, and we also have a tiny town part of Antioquia that is called like that, Andes. So this one is coming from the little town, Andes, part of Antioquia, but it's not La Cordillera de los Andes.
Oh, okay. I was in the Andes 3 weeks ago.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. In the Cordilleras,
No, in close to Santiago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Oh, the view is
So,
snow-capped and everything.
just
Yeah.
one more thing. As this one is unique and maybe a little bit different coffee, we're gonna try tinto. No sugar, I'm sorry. No milk, I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm not sorry.
That's going to be difficult.
I'm not even sorry. To be honest,
gonna
I'm
be-
sorry because that's the best way to enjoy a coffee.
We have a problem.
Barismo, baristas. So we understand that we play with the coffee to play with our taste. But people from Antioquia and Medellín, we love tinto. Some people put sugar, they are freaks. Coffee is good as dark as my soul. And sugar is from the devil. Sugar is the enemy. We don't need the sugar anymore.
Sugar is the enemy. Yeah. They turned into a preacher.
I gotta have sugar. I drink dark coffee, but I gotta have sugar. Yeah.
So did you do some hiking in the Andes, or you just?
No, I drove up.
Yes.
I drove up.
Very cool.
No, I did not do hiking. Thank you, sir.
If you are not really used to that coffee, just try
No, I
it.
have back problems. Oh, Lord. This could use some sugar. About like 2 sachets at least. It's actually good, but once you get past the first peak,
Oh yeah. So what I've heard is that Colombia is exporting less coffee and more avocados now. Is that true, or?
Yes, but Mexico is still winning on avocados.
Yeah.
That's what I saw, for example, in New York.
Okay.
Before going to New York, I was not that fan of the avocado.
Yeah.
I used to have avocado as guac. That's it.
Yeah.
And if it was not guac, needed something extra, like salt,
Yeah.
lemon, pepper to mix it.
Yeah.
In New York, I fell in love with the Mexican avocados. They taste like real butter.
Yeah.
They taste like butter. My go-to was like, you want to lean with us? With us? I was like, no, but keep my avocado. I used to eat it without
Yeah.
salt. Over there is amazing, the avocado now they make it, but it's good. Now Colombia is also exporting. But avocado, coffee, meat, fruits, or drugs are getting out of Colombia. The real good ones.
he didn't say drugs, did he?
Waste, the leftover of the good exploitation.
And he didn't mean paracetamol.
If you buy Colombian avocados outside of Colombia, it will be better.
Is the best coffee exported?
Well, the only way for us to keep on good coffee is this way. Town to place like this. That's it. And in the towns they are still having the good coffee. But in this
Well, the coffee is real good. I'm going to end the coffee take here. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. Also, you can leave a comment.
We drink mixed coffee. So it's the leftover of the mixed coffee already. And then over